welcome back to my channel. We talk about all things to heal, grow, and evolve. This video, I want to talk about meditation. How do we meditate correctly? Why do we meditate? What is our purpose of meditating? I feel like there's a lot of confusion about meditating. A lot of people just think it's just sitting down, closing your eyes, focus on your breathing. But there's a lot more technicalities to that. It's a lot deeper than just listening and focus on your breathing. It's very scientific, it's very spiritual, and I'm going to break down the methods that I use to meditate and how it helps me connect to source, connect to God, and also help me manifest. So yeah, let's keep watching. So like I said, meditation is a way to receive messages. When we pray, we ask for guidance, we ask for clarity, we meditate to receive those answers, to receive those channels, those downloads. So when we meditate, we get into an alpha brainwave state. This is the best time to meditate when our brain is in an alpha brainwave state, because once our brain gets into that state, the body is subdued, the body is at rest completely. And so this gives opportunity for our spirit, our subconscious mind, and our soul to take over. It can do the work it needs to do to get the messages and the guidance that we need. So once we get onto the alpha brainwave state, once we're in that Zen state, our mind is clear, the body is subdued. This means our spirit, our subconscious mind, it can travel to different dimensions, travel to the astral realm. It gets the information it needs and it comes back here. That's how we get downloads. Since your body is subdued, since your body is at rest, your eyes are closed, your soul can take the wheel, drive you to where it needs to go, get that information, and come back here. It's going to get those answers for you and bring it back here. So we have the information to know what we need to do. And this is also how you astral travel while meditating, if you do it correctly. So another thing that can be hard for people, especially me, is clearing your mind in order for your body to be subdued. We have a lot of racing thoughts. Our mind is wandering elsewhere. I listen to music. I listen to put on some binaural beats, and then use that as a way for your mind to focus on that. So it's easier for you to receive channels and downloads. Some people can count their breaths, focus on their breathing, but for me, that'll be too much. I'll get too distracted from that. So just having that binaural beats or having some music that I can have, put on your headphones and then just listen to that music so you can really allow your mind to focus on that, so it's not distracted, so your thoughts aren't just elsewhere. So the energy can be used to receive those downloads while you're meditating. Listening to these binaural beats, clearing your mind, and also letting go of these wandering intrusive thoughts. If you're having thoughts of like fears or thoughts of a doubt, anything that's low vibrational, just allow it to just, even if it comes through, but not giving the power for those intrusive thoughts to take form. Because like I said in another video, a thought is just a thought. It doesn't have any power unless you give it power to. So once you have these thoughts coming into your mind, just allow it to just let go of these thoughts, and also not feeling shame and guilt for having these thoughts of fear and doubt or anything that's intrusive that just randomly comes into your mind. That is your ego, allowing yourself to let go of these intrusive thoughts and still continue to give yourself power. Not giving power to these intrusive thoughts, but give power to the thoughts that you want to create, the thoughts that you want to manifest into your life. Not allowing those thoughts to really pin you down and really take over and allow that fear to take over you. So the main thing with meditating, it has to do with the power of imagination and creativity. So that's why when you manifest, you close your eyes, you imagine the life that you want to create here in this 3D world. Because that power of imagination and power of creativity, once you're in that alpha brainwave state, you're sending that out to the universe. And so as above, so below. You're sending that message out to the universe so that you're creating that reality in the universe, so it'll come back here and manifest in the 3D. So it's the power of imagination. So when you're closing your eyes, you imagine as much detail as possible of what you want to manifest, and you hold on to that thought, and you get very detailed with it. Imagine what you can smell, what you can touch. Where are you? What are you doing? What is your life like? Be as detailed as possible. Be as creative as possible too. Is how creative you can get with these thoughts. When it comes to imagining with your eyes, even for me, I can still do this imagination. I can still imagining. I can still see within my eyes, even though I have aphantasia. So when I close my eyes, when I think of an image, nothing comes up. I don't see it. When I close my eyes, I don't see an image. But that doesn't matter. I can still get visions. I can still get downloads. I can still have my imagination play out. Because when we meditate, we close our eyes, we're not seeing through these physical eyes. I'm seeing with this eye, our spiritual eye, our pineal gland. That's why I'm still able to get downloads. That's why I'm still able to have the gift of sight, clairvoyance, because I'm seeing with my spiritual eye. I'm getting downloads and visions through my pineal gland, through my spiritual eye. So I'm still able to use the power of my imagination, and I'm still able to get downloads through visions, through sight, because I rely on my spiritual eye. I'm not relying on our physical, because we can't see the higher dimensions. We can't see that through our naked eye. We can't see the other world. It's invisible to us through the naked eye. That's why when I close my eyes and I meditate, even though it's dark behind the back of my eyelids, when I meditate and I get into a certain brainwave state, I can see inner light. I can see sparks of light within the back of my eyes. That's that pineal gland activating. So when you're meditating, you don't have to be crisscross like I am. You have to find whatever position is most comfortable for you. Some people meditate laying down, sitting on the couch, laying in their bed. You just have to experiment and find out what position works best for you. For me, I just sit like this, crisscross, because that's the most comfortable for me. Because if I lay down, I'm gonna fall asleep. I won't actually be meditating. So this kind of helps me keep myself upright, but still be able to subdue myself enough to receive messages. So for me personally, I like sitting crisscross. You don't have to have any type of fancy finger holding, or you don't have to speak out any fancy mantras. Only do that if you feel called to do so, or if you feel comfortable doing so, or if that resonates with you. So every time you meditate, you need some type of intention. What are you meditating for? Are you asking a question? Are you receiving guidance? Are you trying to manifest? Are you trying to connect to source, to spirit? There has to be some type of intention for you to meditate. So your soul, your higher self, can put you in an accurate direction and give you the answers that you're trying to receive. So every time you meditate, you need to have some type of intention, what you're trying to get out of this meditation session. Are you trying to find answers for something? Receive guidance? Are you sitting to create your reality? Are you trying to manifest? What image are you trying to create in your mind to manifest? There has to be some type of intention for you to meditate. So also when you are meditating, be open, but don't have too many expectations. Be open to receive, because I feel like we see in the movies, when we meditate, we get into a certain state. When we meditate, we get the downloads, we get the answers we're looking for. In the movies, it's very dramatic, like a boom, explosions, bright white light everywhere. But I feel like it's not like that in the real world. It's very subtle, because that's your intuition talking to you. Your intuition is not dramatic. Your intuition is kind of like a soft whisper in your ear. It's very subtle. And so don't have too many, be open to receive the information that you're looking for, but don't have too high of expectations, because it may not be the answers that you're looking for because of your expectations. So come with an open mind, don't have too many expectations. And also another thing is discerning the difference between your intuition and your ego speaking. So when you receive a download, when you receive messages, how do you know if it's your intuition speaking? How do you know if it's your higher self speaking to you, or is it just yourself telling you those information? What helps me the most is, number one, my intuition is never based off of fear. If it's something that brings me fear, if I think of something that just randomly popped into my mind and I get scared or I get some type of negative emotion, that is not my intuition. Your intuition is never here to harm you, never here to give you any type of fear, never give you any type of anything that will cause you to doubt yourself. That is not your intuition. So if you're having those type of thoughts, that is more likely your ego that's speaking to you. The second one is your intuition is very subtle, it's a whisper. And so you really have to practice being able to hear those whispers, being able to hear those soft nudges in your body, your bodily feelings. It's about building self-awareness and what parts about your body you feel, any sensations. Maybe you have a gut feeling, you have something in your heart, maybe something in your mind. It's about building that self-awareness and building your ability to hear your intuition speaking. So recognizing those cues will be able to help you build up your intuition and strengthen your intuition so you're able to hear clearly. So the more you practice this, it's all about practice. So no one's gonna get this perfect the first time. The more you practice this, building up your intuition, building up hearing your intuition and practice it, the more you'll be able to recognize those cues of what your higher self is trying to tell you. For me, it comes in different ways. Like I was saying earlier, sometimes I get a vision. Sometimes it's like an idea just pops in your mind. When you think about something or when you have a great idea, just that sudden oh, I just thought of something. I just thought of a great idea. That kind of emotion, that kind of excited jolt. It's like, oh, I just had this idea. That's how my intuition is sometimes. But it's very, very subtle. That's the thing. So it comes with me trying to discern and to strengthen my ability to recognize if this is just a random thought, a random passing thought, or this is my intuition speaking to me. So remember, when it comes to meditating, receiving downloads, you're the one who's in control here. You're the one who's in control of what you want to experience, what you want to receive, the messages you're sending out to the universe, and the messages are coming back. You are in control here. But you have to allow yourself to be guided. You have to allow yourself to be led by spirit in order for you to get to that destination, get to that information that you're looking for, get to those manifestations that you're desiring here in the physical realm. So you are in control. So that's why there's no reason for us to be afraid of us meditating or what's going to happen, because we are always in control. But we still have to have that releasing and letting go for us to receive what we're trying to receive, for us to receive the messages and our desires. It takes practice, so try meditating for 5 minutes. See how you feel, recognize your cues, recognize your body sensations. Again, next, create an image in your head if you're trying to manifest. Be as detailed as possible, and then hold that image for as long as you can. So you can do that for 5 minutes, okay? See how you feel, try it again for 10 minutes, and then just keep going and going and going. The more you meditate, the more you kind of find out what works for you, and you kind of go from there. And then you create your own meditation session that applies to you the best. So it really just comes down to practice, self-awareness, body scanning, and just building up that discerningness. So the main thing is just to be consistent and see where it goes. Consistent, be open, and not have too many expectations, and also not allowing yourself to be discouraged when your expectations are not met. All of these methods will help you build your own manifestation technique. So that's what helped me, and I wanted to share that with you guys who are still trying to figure out what is the best way to meditate and why do you meditate and the purpose behind it. So yeah, that is my video for today. Let me know what you guys think of it. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.